All right, guys, I got a fresh, brand new skateboard. I love this graphic. It is symbolizing time, which just keeps on ticking. And this is a handcrafted by PS Sticks Paul Schmidt 7.75. I know you guys think it's crazy that I skate a 7.75, but I'm gonna set up this board. I'm gonna talk about every piece of my setup: wheels, bearings, trucks, grip tape, hardware, everything. I'm gonna tell you why and answer a few questions in there while we're rolling through this as well. You got some wheels? Let me see the wheels you got. Brand new wheels? Well, I'm gonna see if I can grip this in the wind. That's the hardest part. You feel me?
Yes, I understand. But the old schools are right here.
Oh, wow. You got the trucks on there and everything. Wow, look at that. Well, those look pretty cool, but I think I'm gonna have to pass. But this is a good example. So this is a brand called Bullet trucks. Bullet trucks, which are a great beginner truck. But what I have here are the Thunder trucks, which are advanced.
I understand.
So beginner, advanced.
Yes, I wonder why.
So I'm not going from advanced to beginner.
I understand. What would I do this?
But that's really nice of you.
That's
though.
very nice of you.
I'll
But
go try it.
I'll tell you what, there's a skateboard right there.
Really?
If you want to take it for free, you could put
Thank
those
you,
trucks
sir.
on it. Put those trucks on it, and you're gonna skate. You're welcome. You're welcome. Keep pushing.
Bye.
We're just making dreams out here come true.
Yep.
I got my razor blade in this bag here. So for those of you who don't recognize the extremely beautiful filmer that I have today, it is my wife. And I think I'm so excited because she is here to partake in this excitement with me of setting up this board. Is this the first board setup you've ever filmed, Danny?
Yes.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the truck. Because I was gonna use this, and I was like, nah, this is a pretty good knife. This is a Husky. I don't wanna mess it up. So I'm gonna use the truck to scrape it.
Should I be zooming in on this?
I don't know. Leave it in the comments below. Should she be zooming in on this? It's up to you. Viewer discretion advised. This is the part where you want to get that cinematic zoom. You know, you want that zoom to be like all up in there. That's a good video. Teaching my wife how to film. You know, it's even better than that though. Teaching my wife how to skate. Fun fact, I've been trying to get my wife to skate for a long time, and we made a video during COVID when we were at the house. We made a video where I taught her a trick, and it was so good. She landed that trick so good, and she did such a good job. And then what? And then she looked at the footage. Here's advice to all the husbands out there. If you ever make a video with your wife, do not let her see the footage, because that video was awesome, and it was.
If you would have posted that though.
And it was hilarious, and you guys would have loved it.
No.
It would have been the best viewed video that I've ever had. But guess what? She didn't like the way her hair looked. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the way her hair looked. I think her hair always looks good. But she would not let me post a video because of the way her hair looked.
Mm-hmm.
Such is life. Whew.
So what kind of questions should I ask you?
Any kind. What I think is funny is like what kind of questions you will come up with.
Like literally anything?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're a skateboarding related channel that's having to do with skateboarding.
Oh.
So you could ask me some skateboard related questions, but you could go, you know, whatever. So normally, just so you guys know, normally I want a board graphic that's really bright, especially when I'm doing a lot of double flip tricks, because I can very clearly differentiate the stark black grip tape from the brightness. So this board is not that, although this part right here is quite bright. But up here, this is a lot darker than I would normally go. So, you know, it is what it is. But also at the same time, this is one of my all-time favorite graphics, the Dreamer series. I found this digital artist on Instagram, actually, and we did this collaboration with him. And this is for the board series called the Dreamer series. And you know me, I'm a dreamer myself, constantly dreaming. No matter what's going on in life, I always think, you know, We're gonna build this into something better, an improved condition, an improved scene. And it takes a dreamer to have that viewpoint. So keep pushing, no matter where you're at. Keep pushing. So now I'm doing this thing that's a very OCD type of a thing, kinda, where I'm carving the grip tape. This is not, normal skaters are not doing this, let me just tell you that. But see, I'm sort of countersinking the bolts a little bit. See that?
Yeah.
Nice, huh?
Yeah. Looks good.
When you've been skateboarding for 31 years like me, you develop certain insanities. Like, oh, I couldn't land that kickflip because I didn't carve that out, which is entirely not true, but you know what? It's got me skating for over 30 years. Something to it. Okay, so I've carved them out. You can see that right there. And then I just pop these bad boys in there. And when I countersink them down, then there's no like excess grip tape that like pokes up. I hate that excess grip tape. I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers me. And the key point of setting up your board is always remembering which truck goes in front. Because after you've been leaning on them for so long, your trucks will start to tend to lean in a certain direction. You always want the front one on the front and the back one in the back. This bolt always goes toward the center, otherwise your trucks will not turn well. There's something just really nice about a fresh new deck though. Doesn't that just look so nice, satisfying?
Yeah.
Of course, I already got a scratch right there. What is that? Danny says she thinks this filming is gonna be terrible. Leave it in the comments below for my wife's filming job. Legendary.
Or don't.
Or don't leave it in the comments below. There you go. I think we've been spotted. Skater. What up?
Hey.
Dude, I used to watch your videos as a kid all the time.
Really? You want to learn a trick?
Full cabs?
Full cabs?
Yeah.
I could probably teach you that. Are you close?
I landed a few, but then I kind of gave up.
Yeah, okay. Let me set up this board and then we'll figure out a trick. Okay, now we're setting up the back truck. Whoa, almost got me there. Okay, Danny, so what questions you got for me?
Who was like your, maybe you don't want to answer these questions.
I want to answer them.
Well, who was like your favorite ever skater to skate with?
My favorite ever skater to skate with? Probably Jason Park. Because he's just fun to be around and he's very encouraging. And we also like to skate the same kind of obstacles. So Jason Park, Johnny Geiger as well. Jason Park loves to do manual tricks and I love to do manual tricks. So when he thinks of a spot that he likes that's really good, I know I will also really like it. Whereas like a stair skater, I'll be like, oh, let's skate this manual pad. And I'll be like really stoked on it. And they'll be like, oh, this sucks. Why would you ever go here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there like a specific song that gets you in the mood for skateboarding?
Yeah, my favorite video part of all time is PJ Ladd's Wonderful Horrible Life. And the song from his video part, I literally don't even know who the band is, I couldn't even tell you, but it's on my Spotify playlist and I just play that song because it reminds me of that part, PJ Ladd, Wonderful Horrible Life. It's amazing.
If there was one skater that you've never met before that you had the chance to meet, who would it be?
Who would it be?
Yeah.
Like who would I want to meet?
Yeah.
If I could meet anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I met Tom Penny already, so I can't say Tom Penny. Probably Eric Costin. Eric Costin is the GOAT.
You haven't met Eric Costin?
No, I saw Eric Costin once. I do not get starstruck over like, oh, I saw this guy. But when I saw Eric Costin, I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even look at him. He was like at this same skate park in LA. Not skate park, but like a schoolhouse in LA. And he was trying this trick on this picnic table. And I was there and I was like, oh my God, it's Eric Costin. I went totally like little kid freak out mode. Yeah, so someday I'm gonna meet Eric Costin. So I promised you I was gonna talk about my setup. So, oh, you know what I need to do though? I need to cut this out of the grip tape. So in my grip tape, I always want something that shows which is the front and which is the back. Well, not always, but on a board like this, I do.
So is that the front or the back?
This is the back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut a little, like a sort of a little like triangle design, just like this.
Careful.
Just like that.
Is
That's
that
it.
something you've always done?
Not always. I don't do it on every board, but I do like to do it because it just very fast, rapidly shows me which side is the back. And then I always take the excess grip tape and sand it down. It's just a good practice to do all the time. So you see that? Woo! I got a cool little design now. See that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you like it. I like a very specific shape. I like the tail of my board to be a little flatter with a little bit of a taper. And then I like the nose to be nice and round. I would like this shape to be even more round, but this is the shape I've been skating for a little while and I really do like it. 775 width, which is the board I grew up skating. I went to an 8, and then when I went back to a 775, I was so much happier. I just literally went back into little kid mode again, and I was able to do my tricks easier and better. These are Thunder hollows. That means hollow kingpin, hollow axle, and the Thunders are good trucks. They look cool, and they turn really well. I think I have just some Braille bearings in here. Braille bearings available at brailleskateboarding.com. And then the wheels are Dragon wheels, also available at brailleskateboarding.com. I love these wheels. They're super, super good because they're soft, but they're specifically engineered to slide like a hard wheel. So you have the best of both wheels, the best of both wheels.
Nice.
See what I did not even mean to do that. They're the best of both worlds. That was an example of a bad dad joke pun. But yes, slide like hard wheels, soft like soft wheels, best of all things. So, you know what we do, Danny, when we set up a new board?
What?
You don't know what we do?
No.
We do a challenge.
Okay.
You know what the challenge is?
Kick flipping it?
Yeah. You gotta land your first kickflip. If you can't land it, you gotta throw away the board. The problem is that I'm still recovering from this ankle injury, and I don't even know if my foot will allow me to kickflip. Kickflip first try?
Yeah.
What do you give me? Okay, this is a good bet. What do you give me for kickflip first try?
I'll give you a big high five.
Wow, a big high five.
Hey! Put it there.
Put it there. That wasn't even a big high five. That was a little high five.
Okay, you said something that I had a question about.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the video, but you said you like your tail to be flat. So can sometimes people make that the tail?
So you could, well, generally,
The way the graphic is how it's supposed to be written.
the way the graphic is how it's supposed to be written. Sometimes you can't tell from the graphic. Maybe the graphic is going this direction,
Yeah.
and you couldn't really tell. So what you would look for is is the tail generally smaller? Generally speaking, on a skateboard, the nose is bigger.
Oh wow, yeah, I never noticed that before.
Nose is bigger, tail is smaller.
Okay, nice. Sweet.
There you go. Well, I landed my first kickflip. It was decent. We're off to a good start. All right, so I'm stoked on this board. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment below. And you, yes you, learn to ride a skateboard. We got everything you need at brailleskateboarding.com.